After my dad's funeral, I didn't tell my stepmom that he had left me $20 million. Okay, let me start by saying, imagine losing everything, your family, your home, your entire future, and then, at the reading of your own father's will, watching his new wife and her children inherit every single thing, while they mock you from across the room. I truly believed I had nothing left, just a dusty old box filled with faded memories. But what I actually received, what my father truly left me, wasn't just a letter. It was a weapon. And it changed absolutely everything. My name is Martin Miller, and for the longest time, I thought I knew my family, my father, and the secrets of our past. Turns out, I knew absolutely nothing. This story, my story, begins in what felt like a perfect, sun-drenched dream when I was just a boy, wrapped in the endless love of my family in Maryland. But then a fire took everything, leaving a scar so deep, so raw, that it would never truly heal. From that devastating moment, things started to crack, little by little, until the horrifying truth was finally laid bare. I was born into a world of privilege and prosperity. My father, Frederick Miller, was a titan, a renowned businessman who dominated the real estate market and owned a prestigious racetrack right here in Maryland. His thoroughbreds were famous, thundering down the track under the brightest spotlights. But for all his ambition, he was also the rock of our family. And my mother, Grace Miller, she was the very heart of us. Gentle, warm, always knowing how to make anyone laugh. Every single evening, she'd sit at the piano in our living room, those soft melodies filling the air, while my younger sister, Ivy, just 3 years younger than me, and I would cling to her side. Ivy, she was pure sunshine. Golden hair, eyes that sparkled with mischief. Always chattering, always begging me to play hide-and-seek in the sprawling garden of our mansion. Our home, this magnificent mansion, sat on a gentle hill, surrounded by ancient oak trees and vibrant rose bushes that my mother had lovingly planted with her own hands. It was my paradise. The living room, bathed in sunlight from massive windows overlooking lush green meadows, it was a picture of perfect happiness. Every weekend, my father would take us on picnics by the lake, or we'd gather around the roaring fireplace, completely captivated as he recounted his daring business tales. He was this strong, energetic man, but his gaze towards my mother, Ivy, and me was always so tender. I can still picture him, hoisting Ivy onto his shoulders, pretending to be a horse for her to ride, while my mother stood by, giggling at their antics. Back then, I honestly thought life would stay that way forever. A perfect painting where love and prosperity intertwined, endlessly. I was just a carefree 12-year-old, running through that garden, dreaming of the day I'd work alongside my father, taking over the empire he'd built. But then, everything shattered. It was an early May morning. Spring flowers still lined the paths around the mansion. My father had to fly to Kentucky for the Derby, the biggest horse race in America, a place where businessmen and the elite didn't just watch races, they negotiated billion-dollar deals. Before he left, he kissed Ivy and me on the forehead, promising to bring back a small medal as a souvenir. "Take care of the house, Martin," he said, ruffling my hair. I remember feeling so proud, so grown up, that he'd entrusted me with such responsibility. That night, I stayed up later than usual, lost in dawn. To miss the end, watch the full story, link is attached below.